Well, hello everyone.
Hey guys.
And welcome to a really special episode of
Masse Art Studios.
I'm Lee.
I'm Jeremy.
And we're kicking off today's collaboration premiere train in honor of the fact that today, May the 1st, the bookings are now open for the Fluid Art Experience.com. So what's the Fluid Art Experience? If you've been hiding under a rock, or this is the very first episode of ours that you've seen, then you might not know. The Fluid Art Experience is our opportunity with 5 of our pals to teach fluid art to you in a designated location. This time it's going to be in Dallas, here with us, and it's July the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Yes.
So there are 6 classes from all 6 artists over 3 days, and each of those classes are 3 hours long.
Yes.
So you get the opportunity to paint live and in person. You get the opportunity to be in front of your favorite fluid artists, and you get the opportunity to really hear from them firsthand, all their hints and tips and tricks.
Yes.
And what is between the 6 of us, about 35 to 40 years worth of combined fluid art years with the pouring.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's craziness. So lots and lots and lots of opportunities to learn some fun stuff and just to come and spend some fun time with us.
Exactly.
So Fluid Art Experience is where it's at. Now, as I said today, the bookings are open. You can go to fluidartexperience.com and go and choose your classes, as well as the evening entertainment, as well as some of the free entertainment as well. Please don't forget to book those free courses, those free classes if you're coming along. And to the collaboration.
Yes.
Well, we're pouring right here, right now for you. It is 11 o'clock Central. And then
we got Sarah Taylor at 11:30.
And then we've got Cos Creations Art, Kathleen, at 12 noon.
Yes, and then at 12:30 we have Pieces of Terra.
Artistry. And then we have Garrick Brown Art Studio at 1.
And then 1:30 is Mixed Media Girl.
Closing us out.
Yes.
So please go follow the train. Each one of the artists, including ourselves, are going to premiere a technique that we're going to be teaching at the Fluid Art Experience.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm going to do dustpan ring pours with negative space.
And I'm doing a rect ring.
Of course you are, Show Pony. I mean, who wouldn't want to learn a rect ring from the Show Pony? And everyone else is going to be premiering a technique that they're also going to be teaching. So this train is going to be a heck of a lot of fun.
Yes.
Please go follow everyone. You'll be able to speak to everyone in the live chat. And did you also know that there's a new feature on YouTube?
I did not know this.
And I didn't either because it's new. But it's called the Super Thanks. So when you watch the episodes back, you'll see a little heart symbol now that's underneath the actual YouTube episodes, either on your cell phone or on the desktop. And there you can actually send thanks, comments, all these wonderful things once the episode has actually aired. You no longer have to be in a premiere to get yourself mentioned.
Yeah.
Go check it out because it's a lot of fun. You can send graphics onto the screen and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So there's the Super Thanks option now on YouTube too.
Oh, that's awesome.
It really is. All right, so without much further ado...
Less waffle.
Let's get to the table. I've got a dustpan ring pour to show you, and you've got a...
rect ring.
So let's do it. We'll see you at the table.
Hey guys, it's Jeremy here, and boy, am I excited for this.
Of course you
I know,
are.
this great collaboration we're doing. As you can see, I have a canvas that has dried paint on it. We are repurposing this canvas because I'm not in love with this.
Right.
So we're gonna repurpose this canvas and paint over it. I will be doing a ring pour today.
You will, and
Yes.
you're wrecking it.
And I will be wrecking it. And this is something that you guys will learn in the class whenever you sign up for it.
So what you're saying to me, Show Pony, is if I am struggling wrecking my rings, if I don't know what to do, or if I'm kind of concerned about how it turns out, all I need to do is just book one of your classes and you're going to show me exactly what to do.
Exactly.
Wowzers.
Exactly.
Well, just imagine that.
I know, right? So much fun to be had. So I'm going to just jump right into it and get to introduce my colors and such.
Please.
I got a 20-inch by 20-inch canvas, which if you multiply the length and the width and then divide it by 28, you will get the amount of ounces that you need to put on your canvas.
Which is what in this case?
16.
Okay, cool.
16 ounces.
Lovely.
Yeah, I always add an ounce just to be safe.
1 ounce?
1 ounce.
I had about 5.
Okay,
But yeah.
I may have added 2 on this one.
More is more.
Yes. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you my colors right now.
Do it.
Yeah, let's see here. We have Payne's Gray and Phthalo Blue. Now, I mixed these together to get this really deep, delicious blue that I'm gonna show you right here.
It's a very inky blue.
So, yeah, it's like this gorgeous inky blue.
Love
it's
it,
so
love it, love
good,
it.
yeah.
Very nice.
It's beautiful. And Greenish Blue by Amsterdam.
Which we're in love with.
Yeah, I love that color. Of course, 24 karat gold
By Deco
Arts.
Whoop, whoop.
This we haven't used in a long time, and I'm so happy to be using this. This is the Fire Opal by Treasure Gold. Yes, it's a folk art paint.
Has very plummy tones to it.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then Lee picked this out, which I'm really in love with. This is Alizarin Crimson Permanent. And this is an Artist Loft professional heavy body paint.
Now we always say this wrong, and people do let us know how to do it, but I think it's alizarin like lizard, so
Yeah.
it's alizarin crimson
that.
permanent. It's
How
very
delicious.
similar to the Treasure Gold,
Yeah.
without the sparkle in it. But we felt that we needed something to mix up from these blues.
It is very similar. This is a little bit darker, a little bit more ruby.
And the final color.
And the final color, teal. Now this can be really bossy, so you got to be careful with that one.
I think there's a couple on here that can be a little bossy.
Well, you know what? Too many bosses, too many cooks in the kitchen. You know what they say. So hopefully they'll all meld together nicely.
You never know, hopefully.
I'm really excited about these colors, you guys. So I got my 16-ounce jug here. And I'm going to go ahead and get to layering.
Okay. That's that lovely blue, Phthalo Blue and Payne's Gray concoction. It hasn't really taken it out of a blue shade at all. It's
No.
still very blue, but it's a lot darker, for sure,
Yeah.
than the Phthalo on its own.
Add a little bit of gold here. I don't want to add too much of that gold.
Now this is the alizarin
Yes.
colour. Now you'll see that these paints are nice and thick. This is all mixed to our everything else pouring consistency. So there is basically about 25% gloss medium, 25% paint, and about 50% of that is
Yes.
Flowtron.
Yes.
Did you have trouble there? I saw you kind of
I did. I'm
spill and
spilling
not
it
sure what
out
was
the
going on
side
that
here.
side. I don't know what you were doing there. Now you mixed up what I am going to be using white, and you took it out because you said that
did.
this one you felt was very red, white, and blue.
Yes.
But are you not worried that the colours are gonna interact with each other? And no.
No, I think I'm pretty good with that.
Okay.
I want to take this out though. I'm going to be really careful with that one.
I believe that's it.
That is it. That is one full cup.
Full jug.
It is. All right, guys, so I got my deliciously layered cup. Let's go ahead and start ring pouring this bad boy.
Let me fall back into sleep. When I wake up.
All right.
Alrighty.
Look how much gold is in there, and I barely put any gold in it.
Barely touched it with the
Oh
gold.
my gosh, it's so crazy. I'm loving the highlights of the teal, I have to say that. And I'm loving the crimson and this alizarin crimson hue, and yeah, I can't wait to see what this is going to look like stretched out. But before we do that, I have to wreck it so that way I'm not pulling any of my paint in on the composition, and then I'm going to put my flow extender down.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm in love with it. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna do my flow extender around my composition, and then I'm gonna torch it all off.
Lovely. Now, a flow
Yes.
extender is so called because it extends the flow of your
Yes.
pour, whereas your base coat would have been down if you would have done that first and then poured on top of it.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, this base coat mixture that Jeremy's just about to pour on his canvas here is a mix of all the leftover paints from my bear brick, actually, that you guys
wow.
have already seen. This was the bear brick pour that we did on Tuesday of last week. Go check that out if you haven't already. It was really cute. But it was a really delicious kind of metallic-y blue that was left over.
It's a beautiful blue. Too bad it's just a bunch of mixed up, like, bad, different consistency paints.
But it's great for a flow.
It is great for a flow. All right, you guys, you know what time it is?
I do not know what time is it?
It is tilting time.
Let's tilt this bad boy out.
Let me fall back into sleep. When I wake up, you say I had a real dream.
All right, guys. Wow. I'm really amazed with this. I love the fire opal and that crimson going through here. And I'm loving the center with the blue. And yeah, I really like this a lot. I think I'm gonna keep it as is and take you guys in for a close-up.
Let's do it. Let's clean up them edges.
Yep.
All right, ladles and jelly spoons, and welcome to the table.
Yes.
Jeremy, I loved that ring.
Oh, thank you very much.
It was a really accomplished rec ring for me, and I can tell you I loved seeing that alizarin crimson hue poking through,
Yeah.
and the teal in there as well. So yeah, I really loved that. Again, if you want to see and if you want to learn the rec ring, it's actually in our advanced class that
Yeah.
we're doing, but Shoponi will show you exactly how he does it. And in that class, I'm going to teach you this, if you so wish to come and join us. And this is going to be a dustpan with negative space. So there's a lot of similar elements here because I'm still going to layer a cup and I'm going to ring pour it into my pan, but then I'm just going to use the pan to get the composition onto the canvas a little differently. I have an addition. We did mix up the white, and Show Pony decided not to use it because he didn't want to go very red, white and blue, but I really did want to use it as a separation layer if nothing else.
Got it.
And I've used split cups before to kind of do my rings into my pan. I'm not going to do that this time, I'm just going to do a traditional cup. So the order for me is this. I'm going to layer my cup, I'm then going to get my base coat on the canvas, and today's base coat for this ring is actually teal. So I'm going to use teal as my base. And then I'm going to pour it into the dustpan, and then we're going to then stretch it out on the canvas. I am also repurposing. It is this pour that I did not that long ago. It's not a hated pour by any means. It's just also not a loved pour either. There's kind of not an awful lot to this one.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm going to repurpose it, because hopefully this is going to be a lot nicer. All right, Show Pony, I'm going to layer my colours right here, if I may.
Yes, you may.
Thinking about the center of my ring, as you guys know, whatever we put in the bottom of the cup is what's going to come out first. A lot of the times we'll do a white and gold center. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm actually going to go for a darker center. So here is some of the alizarin. And then I'm going to put that next to Fire Opal. Now these two are very similar colors, but I just wanted that sparkle next to it. Then I'm going to put a bit of teal.
Wow.
Okay, so that's kind of my center. Now I'm going to do white and gold. Just a tiny amount of both. Now let's go dark. I love that blue.
That blue is beautiful.
Such a great idea mixing those two colours together, Show Pony. I like that a lot. Then I'm going to go back in with teal. I'm going to do a separation layer of white. Before we go, alizarin. And I'm going to go straight into the green blue. Let's do a white gold. White gold. Let's go back into dark again. Straight back to Fire Opal. Slightly thicker layer this time.
Yeah.
Fire Opal white? Yeah, Fire Opal white. Back to alizarin. A little bit more white on the other side of that. Let's go a little bit of teal.
That was just like a drop of teal
It
there.
really was. I'm very, very nervous about the teal.
The teal didn't take over my painting.
It didn't, but you used it really, really well and sparingly. I think that's it, because I'm not going to get too much into this pan. So I'm not going to fill this cup, which was 20 ounces all the way to the top. I'm going to stop right there. Done. All right, so cup is layered. Now, before I get this into my dustpan, what I want to do is get my base coat down. Now, the Show Pony and I talked about where I was going to pan. And I'm going to pan this way, lengthways, on the horizontal rather than the vertical as I'm looking at it. So I'm going to get 2/3 of this covered with the teal. Now this is mixed a little thinner than all the other colours because it is a base coat. And so this is probably, this has water in it, whereas all the other colours don't. So I'm going to get a nice healthy layer of the teal on this canvas before I get the pan on here. What a lovely layer of teal I got on there.
I know.
Love it. Okay, so next show pony is to layer into Donald. And if I may, I'm going to do it right here for you, sir. Okay, so here's my layered cup. Let's get this into Donald. One layered dustpan.
That
Next,
looks beautiful.
let's get this onto the canvas. Now, my dustpan does have a little lip to it. And so what I always try and do is just put a little bit of white just on the edge of the lip of the pan. I don't know if the rubber would stop this one coming out, but I really want to make sure that it doesn't. So I'll just give it a little bit of white there. And then spread this out with my finger. There we go. All right, show pony, we're going to get this onto the canvas. If you're ready, let's do it. All right, people, I'm loving where I think it's the alizarin or the fire opal is mixed with the white, and I've got this really lovely like salmon pink colour on here, in contrast to some of the darker reds over here. I'm excited about this one. All right, so next it's tilting time. Now, if you are one of those wonderful people that come and take this class with us, we'll talk you through all of the thought process around tilting time when it comes to a dustpan, and we've talked about it in previous pours too. But for me, all I'm going to do right now is get as much of this composition down this canvas as far as I want it to go, and then bring it back and play around with it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it is actually now
Tilting time.
It's tilting time. Let's tilt this bad boy out.
Blue moon, kinda mysterious, shaded with someone I'm not really into. Do you need to fix it? Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not blue? Not blue. Blue too. That blue. Sort of witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your coyote song on a rerun. Are you hound dog tired singing all night long? Who's gonna save you?
So there you have it.
Wow.
I really liked how this one opened up. What I love about the ring pores in the dustpan is it does look very kind of like you've sliced a rock, you know, because of all the lines that you get in it. Sometimes I'll use the base coat to help me kind of manipulate the composition at the top, but I really enjoyed what was happening as I was just stretching this one out. So I'm not going to touch this anymore. I'm going to scrape my edges. I'm going to make sure that the edges where the teal is are all nice and neat as this one dries, and then I'm going to take you guys in for a close-up.
Nice.
Thank you guys, that was a dustpan ring port with negative space. So there we have it.
There you have it.
There you have it. Just two of the techniques that we'll be teaching at the Fluid Art Experience. Now, Show Pony, we did get the chance to pour these a little while ago,
Yes.
and they are dry.
They are.
Would you like to show your piece?
Absolutely.
Let's see it, please, because it's beautiful.
Thank you. All right, here it is.
I love it.
I just love this piece. It's so pretty. I love the golds and the blues in there, that turquoise. Or no, it was teal, right?
It was teal.
It was teal.
Yeah, I was a little afraid of that teal,
Yeah.
but no, this looks stunning. I love that kind of midnight center that you've got.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a sky because some of the teal is poking through it.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful shiny piece, and that's because of the Liquitex gloss medium that went in there too.
I know.
So lots of sheen and shine on this one. I think you was a little worried at one point that there was too much gold, but I don't think there was. I think it's very balanced. It's very pretty. And if you want to learn a rec ring, come and see the Show Pony in one of his classes. And let me show you my dustpan ring pour.
Yes.
So there she is, folks. Tons of teal negative space. I mean, teal is a bossy colour, so I was like, well, let's just let her be bossy in this one. And it is just all pure teal. And then that really fabulous ring pour from the dustpan down at the bottom. Again, super, super shiny. What I love in my piece is the fire opal that you can see. There's a big swath of fire opal right there, and it's really shiny. It looks really stunning in the light. But yeah, that was my dustpan ring pour with negative space. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so that is us done.
Yay.
It's now 11:30 if you're watching this live, so we're now going to go over and head to see Sarah Taylor, Cos at 12, Pieces of Tara Artistry at 12:30. We've got Garrick Brown at 1 o'clock, and then
Mixed Media Girl.
closing is out at 1:30. So we will be there for every single one of those pours.
Yes.
Please come and join us, chat with us, and we really look forward to seeing you at those episodes. And hey, we might even get to see you July the 21st, the 22nd, or the 23rd. We got some big old bear hugs for you. So come prepared for lots of loving. All right, guys, you have a great Sunday. We'll be back on Tuesday for another episode.
I know.
We'll see you there. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.